Welcome to the Catholic Nurse Coach channel where I show you how to balance life, work, and everything in between. My name is Nicole Haugen, and let's begin. So, we are talking today about what do you do when your marriage is kind of dull and you've been married for multiple years and you just kind of talk about the kids and it's the same old, and nothing exciting happens anymore. And you really don't even feel those butterflies when you see each other. So, when we do anything, like always, I was certified through the Life Coach School. And so we break it down into the model. The model consists of your circumstance, our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, and our results. So our circumstance is always going to be facts. Okay. So you can say, oh, our marriage is boring. He doesn't love me. There's no excitement anymore. Those are all thoughts. The fact is, how many years have you been married? So I've been married 14 years. And I mean, this was true a couple years ago. We would go on dates maybe once or twice a year, if that. And then a date usually consisted of we would maybe go for supper or a movie, and then we would run errands. And we almost always ended up at Walmart. So I don't know if you can really count it as a date. We did, but that was my marriage for many years. And so I feel you. I know where you're at when you have little kids and life is busy. So you can even put how many kids you have. Okay, so we have 6 kids. And so you put the facts up there. And you have the thought, our marriage is stagnant or it's boring. Okay, so that's your thought. Our thought then drives our feeling. So maybe you feel like it's bland. Our marriage is just bland, dull, unexciting. Okay, you can lackluster. You can put however you feel there. And then from our feeling, we get actions and inactions. And so these can be big things, they can be little things, but possibly this is what I would do or used to do. We would just watch TV at night. There was no excitement when he came in the door, or in fact, I would start listing all the things that I needed help with and like, oh, the kids are too much, I'm overwhelmed. And we'd only talk about the kids. And we would do some activities, but mostly our focus was on the kids, or when we go on a date, like we'd only talk about the kids basically. And then you don't ask questions, you don't pray about it, right? You don't ask him what his wishes are, what he longs for, what he wants out of the marriage, what things would help him feel excited again. And your result is your marriage continues to be stagnant. Okay. And this I just want to show you to show you how our thoughts always give us our results. We think that it's our circumstance. We think, oh, he doesn't love me anymore. This is just how life is. And that's not true. We think that because those are thoughts that we have. And so maybe you want to feel excited about your marriage. So you can put that. You have the same circumstance, right? You're still married 14 years and you go on dates maybe once or twice a year. But maybe instead you want to feel excited. Okay. So what thought would help you feel excited? Maybe it's, I'm learning to fall in love with my husband again. I'm going to make this the best year ever for our marriage. I'm learning ways to maybe grow, or maybe you just even want to be like, I'm learning what my husband needs. I'm learning what my husband's wishes are. What if you got curious, even maybe if you felt even curious and you were like, I'm just going to relearn his likes and his dislikes, because just like as you've grown and you've gotten older and you've had kids, your likes and dislikes have changed. So have his. And so maybe you just want to be like, I'm learning this human all over again. And if that feels heavy, don't go with that. But you want to find a thought that really sits good with you. So maybe to feel excited, you want to just think, I love this guy, right? I love him. I want to do this. I'm excited for this. Okay. I love him. Or maybe even I'm excited where this year can take us. Okay. So with that, you feel excited, and then maybe some of your actions are you have a list of different places you can go on dates. I'm a list person. List gets me excited. So if you're not a list person and that stresses you out, don't do that. But maybe you want to just talk with your husband, right? Just talk with him and be like, hey, like, what are some ways that I can show you love? Okay. That's also another thing. Like, maybe the thought you want to have is, I'm learning how to show him love. Maybe you want to buy some lingerie, right? I don't know how to spell lingerie, but maybe you just want to buy some lingerie. Okay. My husband always likes when he's a gift person, like the five love languages, right? Like he's a gift person. And so he just always appreciates it if I pick up him like a Mountain Dew or a candy bar or just something to say, hey, like I was thinking of you. So maybe you want to get him just a little gift. Another big one for I think most men is they want to be greeted when they come in the door. Now, when I first heard this from my husband, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm dealing with 6 kids here. I just get home from work. I'm finishing up my day. I'm trying to manage all these things. And you want me to run to you and be like, hi, honey, like, welcome home. And he's like, no, I just want you to like look at me, acknowledge that I'm home, which is very true, right? Because I think we feel the same way. If you walked into a house and when the first thing that happens are the kids are running up to you, fighting and complaining and tattling, I don't know about you, but I do not like that. I'm like, stop, I need a minute. And so I think that that's just natural. And so to just say, hey, welcome home. How was work? That's great. Or maybe just be like, hey, honey, I'm really busy making supper right now, but I want to hear all about your day. Oh, I know you had this going on. Okay, let's talk about it during supper or after supper when the kids go to bed. Okay, so just greeting him when he comes in the door. Just find very simple things. Okay. And your result will be pick your thought and it will reflect him, right? Will reflect your result. I love him. You'll be excited and the year will take you very far. Or if you're learning how to show him love, you will learn how to love him all over again. So, hope this was helpful. I know how it goes when you kind of get in those funks, and it's like, oh man, like, how do you keep the spark alive in the relationship? And it really can be very simple. If you need more help with this and you want simple ways to do this, I offer a free consult call, and you can go to catholicnursecoach.com and you can book your free consult call there. So I'm praying for you, and let's go change our world.